Hi everyone. Today we're talking about social media and FERPA in about 10 minutes. All right, the first one is, what is social media? I think everyone knows, but just in case, it's a website or application that enables users to create and share content. You can also participate in social networking. There are many out there for students. So it's fun, you can connect with others, it's cool to share ideas, music, success, pictures, it's in the moment, and it's free. Do children really have social media accounts? I had to Google it. In 2010, I found 3% of 5 to 7-year-olds had social media accounts. Oh my goodness. 23% of 8 to 11-year-old had social media accounts, and 74% of 12 to 15-year-old had social media accounts. So what's FERPA? FERPA is Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act. This means that it's a federal law which protects the privacy of a student and their parents. It was created to ensure parents of students can obtain access to student education records and challenge the content or release of those records to third parties. The law applies to any school that receives funds from the U.S. Department of Education. It's also important because it keeps student information out of the hands of strangers and respects the students' and families' privacy. Let's think about FERPA with some scenarios. So personally, I teach over 400 students and I need to know all their names. I also need to leave emergency subplans. I'm thinking that I'm going to add a photo next to the class roster to help me remember names and allow subs the same advantage. Do you think it's acceptable? Maybe. You'd need to ask your administration. If you obtain a specific written consent from each parent in advance, it is acceptable. A class roster contains personal information which can identify a student. It also includes an ID number. The photo and the ID number are protected from disclosure to third parties, even classmates. According to FERPA, the rosters are only intended for instructor use. Subs can be considered instructors. All right, what about this scenario? A student complained because you left your gradebook open and someone else snapped a photo while your back was turned. The student photographer only wanted to brag about themselves on Facebook. What just happened? By leaving your gradebook open for anyone to see, another student's family who wants privacy for whatever reason was just humiliated or exposed on social media. Best intentions. The National Honor Society needs a list of candidates so they can send membership invitations. But one of the criteria is a particular GPA. You're so proud of your students, you tweet it. Are you in violation? Yep. According to FERPA, it's inappropriate to provide any information about a student that's been sorted by GPA or other piece of non-directory information. You can't even send the list to the Honor Society. What you could do is send an invitation from your school without providing your national office the list. This gives students the opportunity to self-select by replying to the invite while you stay compliant with FERPA. Then you can just tweet out a congratulations to anyone that accepted the invite. So why do families want their privacy? Oh my goodness, for so many reasons. Maybe there's a family dispute, or the family's famous, maybe the family's under witness protection, maybe the families just want to protect their child from exposure. For whatever reason, they have the right to confidentiality. So this is relevant because teachers often share their success stories, showing their students' work, working on an assignment they created. Sometimes teachers share students getting awards. They share funny stories about their day. Sometimes they comment on videos, tweets, pictures that they find on social media. And a lot of times teachers vent about their day. So the reason why it might be relevant to FERPA is teachers and staff can make mistakes when they mention or imply a name, a location, or show a student's work, no matter how well intentioned. And these mistakes could lead to a violation of students' and family rights. These mistakes can lead to loss of jobs, lawsuits, and invasion of privacy. According to commonsense.org, social media is a huge part of our students' lives. It reads that students spend 1 hour a day on social media. It also reads that only 3% of students are creating, while the majority are just consuming information. In order for our students to be responsible digital citizens, they need to see their teachers model pro-social, creative, and good citizenship in their classroom. So why aren't we doing it? Because FERPA and headlines scare us. The cool thing is some teachers are using social media to share their best practices, provide an authentic audience for student work, cultivate digital citizenship among their students, and build more connected school communities. If you're interested, you should learn more policies about in your districts. All right, you should ask these questions before you post. Is there anything personal that can identify a student in this picture or post? Do I have permission from the family to post it? And is this what I'm about, whatever I'm going to post, is this going to help student learning? Let's watch and find out. So those were great, great tips. But remember these things. Pay attention to the names and numbers on jerseys. Carefully review any picture before posting. Look at the background for any information that shouldn't be disclosed. Turn off the location on your phone like he suggested, and review the policies in your school or district. The policies for BCPS is that they create strong passwords for students in grades 5 to 12. I'm not quite sure why they don't have listed passwords for grade kindergarten through fourth, but that might be something they need to update. Another one is they use filtering software to prevent students from accessing inappropriate sites, and they restrict application downloads. So how does it relate to FERPA, BCPS? Well, they have this form in the bottom right corner. It's 2 pages. That's a tear-off sheet for parents to fill out after they read the behavior handbook. And these are all the things that they can opt out for. That's the cool way. They don't have to say, yes, I want to be on Twitter, but I don't want to be on Facebook. It's just opting out of any kind of social news or some kind of school publication. That sheet should be in your office. So if you think about this, if you're thinking about triability, most of us have tried social media. And our advantage is we need to be safe and professional. We all have cell phones, and most teachers are on Facebook. Many teachers post pictures and tag friends, and many teachers use Twitter or Pinterest to lurk and get ideas. An idea for a change would be to get a professional page so you don't accidentally post something that you shouldn't be posting. In thinking of complexity, teachers and staff are quick to tweet. We need to review what we are posting and look at the photo to make sure we're thinking confidentiality, and we need to consider FERPA. Someone needs to assist with the filing of forms. It can't be a parent volunteer because of FERPA. It needs to be a teacher or an instructor, and we need to get it organized by class. We all like to share and post online, and we all know how to do it. And more teachers need to be trained on the correct use of posting. So it would be great to have training on that for information skills on how to use social media professionally, maybe just watching a short video. After students see teachers posting and being a digital citizen, it will be easier for us to teach them the skills. Leadership, we would love for you to help us train so we can move from the adoption stage and we can move up to the appropriation stage. With more training, I think we're almost there. So Glenmore just needs a little bit more tweaking before we start tweeting with training and fixing our file collection of student data, creating some separate professional accounts for social media, and modeling our digital citizenship. Here's a great video to watch, but I'm out of time. Hope you enjoyed it.